back. Thanks for your interest on this series video. I hope you already have this book on hand. From this video, we move to second chapter, talking about some key concepts before we start to practice the detailed SPARQL query. Within this chapter, we will talk about the semantic web, RDF, and linked data, and then complete this chapter with mention SPARQL in the end. This video, we will discuss the semantic web. We don't need to have the practice or query. We need to back to the root of when we're talking about SPARQL. In the previous video, we talk about the concept because SPARQL is used to query data in RDF model. RDF is come from this semantic web, so that's good. We should mention the semantic web and ensure we clearly understand the concept of that. And after this video, we will talk about the identifier of the resource, URL, URI, IRI, or something like NS we mentioned in the prefix earlier, and RDF and RDF schema, all linked data, and then the SPARQL. So, I have give you some the additional information besides the book. You can read the book for some key message. But if we talking about semantic, I would like to recommend that you come to the Open HPI, which is one the websites with those MOOC classes, which I highly suggest you can learn from them. So this picture is from one of the MOOC course from Open HPI talking about the knowledge graph, and they have a very nice the technology stack discussing the semantic web. I thought this is a very well description for those different components. So you can see here when we're talking about the semantic web technology stack, it has divided by 4 layers. The bottom one is the web platform. The green one, the upper one, is the XML, Turtle, RDF. All we see is the JSON linked data. The blue one is talking about the RDF, is the data model. And also the top one, we're talking about all RDF schema, and above one is certain the rules and the logic. And also here is the application, here is the graph URIs. So that is the components of the technology stack. And when we talking this semantic web, if you come to the book is on this 19. I think it's in this first the chapter of this chapter 2. We are starting to talk about some the sample way about our airline, the tickets booking system. So I give you this chapter so that you may know is what's the roughly sample the ticketing or the airline reservation system looks like. So normally is if you compare to the those URL is you come to our websites, and the website query the different websites, and then those websites is response to the flight information, flight notification, booking status, and then in the front end you get those information. But what's the semantic web used for? Is a semantic web is not used by human beings primarily. Its purpose is to used by the application or the machines. So consider here is not a person, it's just another application. So you may not be able to use the normal way, just like it's the web scraping to get the different the websites and put that into the front end and recognized by the people's or human beings' eyes. You need to let those data respond to the front end can be understood by another machine or another application. So that's the key things why we introduce semantic web to ensure is that can be standardized and ensure those are able to be represented by the common standard. So I put something, the knowledge here, if you go through the mind map on this 02.01. So when we come to here, in our book, we have this definition. Semantic web is set of the standards and the best practice for sharing data and the semantics of the data. Semantics is the meaning of the data over the web for use by application. So these are three keywords. A set of the standards, including but not limited as the RDF, as a data model, SPARQL as the query language, RDF schema for storing the vocabularies, and all standard for storing the ontology. So at least these four key elements or standards form the semantic web stack. And what's the best practice? Best practice means we use linked data as a set of the best practice to share data, access the web application or infrastructure. The linked data is, I gave you this sample. So if you go to the linked open data cloud, so if you click here, it's LOD, linked open data and cloud. So if I open this website, you can see this is the linked, the open data cloud. Those are the current the data. So if you click on like the governments, so you can see here. So like this is the NASA. If I click that, is those are the data site published to this linked open data. So those are the one typical sample for this best practice. And also semantics. Semantics means is often defined as the meaning of the words. So that's coming from the old tradition semantics meaning, but we use that in the semantic web. So this is the one, the definition used in the book, and also from the OpenHPI sample. So I also gave you this the original definition coming from primarily the Berners-Lee, and together with James and Lassila, is the semantic web is an extension of the current web. At that time, 2001, in which information is given well-defined meaning. Meaning is the semantics, better enabled computer and people to work in cooperation. So the normal, the HTTP, the web, where we call this 3W web is primarily for people to search information. But when we introduce the semantic web, it's the extension. So beyond the people, it's the people and computer and the computer and the computer. So then you can see here is the keywords. Is first is a web of the data. So semantic web is the extension of the tradition web. It's the formal and standardized knowledge representation. Formal means structured, representation means ontology for knowledge. And then the web of data enable you the possibility to process meaning of information automatically, relate and integrate those different kind of or different type of the data, and deduce implicit, not evident information from existing evident information in an automated way. So automation way means that can be done by machine to machine. And those is Semantic Web is a global database, and it contains a universal network and semantic propositions. I will later to discuss is once you have your ontology, how you can publish that to the open web and make that is accessible by others as our endpoint. We talk about the DBpedia. So that is one public endpoint. We also need to make sure is we understand the way that we can publish our data set, our ontology or semantics to our public accessible endpoint. Then you can make your knowledge accessed by others. URI, RDF triple, RDF schema, and all are the different standards that you can read some the samples. And the last is the SPARQL. SPARQL is the way is we can use that to query the semantic web or the RDF data model. So those are the things I try to put together so that when you come to mind map, I hope you can read and you can also digest the key meanings. And before that is in the last chapter of this book. Every book is also give a summary. So I also give some additional the answers to the chapter 1's summary. The author asks some key questions so that you can review what you have learned until now. So like is what a SPARQL is, I gave you the standard definition from W3C, what the RDF looks like. So you see the busy link. So those links is tell you is this statement can be referred or referenced by any other statement. So those are the connection within this mind map. And the meaning of the URI, so I will talk about in the next video specifically, and the SPARQL query components, how to execute the SPARQL using Arc. But we learned not only in the Arc, we learned how you can build your ontology in Prodigy, then use the SPARQL plugin to do the query as well, and how you can query multiple triple patterns. What is the leave to our query return nothing, and what are the SPARQL endpoint are. So those are the information I hope is you keep rolling your learning. So we are starting to learn the chapter 2. Ensure you keep in mind what in your chapter 1s don't forget. And then the linked data means the best practice. So I hope is you can also go to this the linked open data for cloud to just have a quick browse of those more than 1,000 data set. It's too many knowledge, but that gave you our understanding what the semantic web looks like. So thank you for your watching. I think we are finished this one. Then next video I will come to the 0202 so that you can start to distinguish different terms. They all starting from UR or starting from IR. So what that means and what's the implication to our SPARQL query in the later the chapters. Okay, so thank you for your the interesting. So we finished this 009, and let's move to the further chapters in next video. See you then. Bye.